Hello and welcome again to another video here on TryHackMe. Today we're going to talk about the learning path called Introduction to Cybersecurity. So yeah, it's a small one. It's very fast. So let's go to learn and just look at the learning path. They talk about using 24 hours on this. They talk about learning the core skills required to start a cyber career in cybersecurity. And they also say that you're going to learn about different careers, hack your first application, defend your life against cyber life attacks, explore security topics in the industry. So there are three main categories you can call them. The very first one is called Introduction, and you learn about intro to offensive, defensive, and careers. Now, I'm gonna take the first one here. It's basically, you're not gonna fold them together. It's a very small room, and you do have to start some sort of room to do it. So it does involve doing stuff very first. But let me just show you that you're not gonna be afraid of doing this, because if you just read the text and take your time, TryHackMe is gonna do the job for you. You will get it done and you will learn some stuff. But if you just open it and like scroll down, it's like, oh, this is hard. Yes, it's gonna be hard for you. So if you're that person, just scroll through things, and look for the correct answer, something to click on, then you're not really doing anything, you're not learning anything, and you shouldn't really be on the page. So if you want to learn something, I highly suggest that you go ahead and do the stuff here. I'm not really gonna. This video is not about doing it for you. It's just so easy, these kind of rooms. So I just want to give you my honest opinion about what I feel about this learning path. Also, the defensive one is. Let me just close it down. There is something in the end. Yeah, and then you gotta do some stuff. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Also, careers, you're gonna learn about that, and then you're gonna learn about web application security. Now that's very interesting. So they take you through different kind of security risks, practical examples of web app security and stuff like that. And I'm not sure I remember the exact. Yeah, it's something about accessing a URL. It's very typical web, So I suggest you go ahead and try these kind of rooms. They're quite fun. Now, when you've done that, whoops, you're gonna go to the operating system security, which is a bit more. There is a practical example of OS. Let me see, you can scroll down before we get to the question and answers. Yeah, so you're going to SSH into a machine, and more or less you can. It seems like that what you can do here is do what they do here, and then there's some tasks, but it's pretty standard and straightforward, nothing crazy going on. I'm thinking this is a really good machine as well, and then you go to the introduction to defensive, then you're going to do some digital forensics and security operations. Now, the digital forensics one is, the practical example is, yeah, it's going to be some files. You have to look at the metadata using PDF info for PDF files, and it's going to be straightforward. I think in security operations it's also going to be really good. You're going to learn about different kind of, something called the SOC Center, the Security Operations Center, which is probably the most important part of. Oh, there's an error here. Probably an HTML tag that didn't close. Which is going to be the most important part of all security stuff going on. So I'm just saying, this learning path, I didn't really try to do it. all the rooms you find here is something you can go ahead and learn and search and find all individual rooms. If you do enough of the rooms, you will eventually get completions on the different, junior pen testing. They say I'm 31% done, okay. Pre-security say 35%. Cyber defense, they say 13%. I'm not doing that much defense, it would seem. Complete beginner, they say I'm 44%. Offensive pen testing, they say 47%. Come to your pen test, 53%. And web fundamentals, they say 54%. So, I just continue doing stuff, and at some point, I'm done with the learning paths, and then, of course, you can get the certificate by clicking the button right there. So that's really the end of the video. What I want to talk about, the last thing is called the certificate. So when you get the certificate, you basically have a certificate of completion. Now, the difference between certificates of completion and certificates of an exam is that the exam ones is based upon a test. So you did a test in a formal room, in a formal way, following some rules, answering some questions, proving your knowledge. Certificate of completion doesn't prove anything. It is just you been there, you did that, yeah. But how well did you do it? Did you just follow the step-by-step guides, That's the thing. Companies are really crazy about, you get a certificate, but then, what is it worth? I would beg that, I would say that the completion certificates are not really worth anything, because I've seen people collecting these certificates of completion a lot, and when I look at them and ask, well, what can you do then they're like, yeah, I need my guides, and it's like, yeah, you do, and that's really what they can do. They need their guides, need the cheat sheets, then they can probably copy paste something, and I wouldn't hire a copy paster if I were the guy. So I'm just being a bit blunt here, and just trying to make a point that, if you wanna be someone, you wanna do something, you're gonna do the work, you have to put the time into it and the effort into it, and then you will be that one, and you will get that something that you're looking for. So that's really just my advice to you, and don't try and sneak around the easy way. Don't look for easy. Don't look for Snoop hole, right? Try and take the longest path, the most idiotic path you can choose, the longest, most hard. You will learn the most, you will learn everything, you will be the best, you will be the master. So please do that. I'm gonna end the video now saying that, this was just the introduction to cybersecurity on TryHackMe. So if you're gonna start with that, this is a really good bet from my side for you to do. So want to say, until next time, have a really nice day, hope to see you again, and get that done.